At Direct Service Overhead, we know how much trust you put in the individuals who have the privilege of working on the components of your home. We understand that a broken garage door is the last thing you want to be worried about, and most of the time, doors break at the most inconvenient times. Our professionally trained technicians service 24 hours a day, and our high-cycle parts are guaranteed to make a noticeable impact on your garage door without putting a damper on your wallet. If you're looking for need of assistance maintaining your current garage door, our team has the experience and expertise to deliver the results you deserve. Give Direct Service Overhead a call today or visit us online to learn more.
All right, let's do this on this snowy evening on a Wednesday night. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans everywhere? Welcome to the one and only Pig Trail Network YouTube channel. I'm Ty Hudson. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching live. I'm going to do my best to keep up with chat tonight. We didn't have a show earlier, and I'd contemplated, well, let's do a show tomorrow, so we can get kind of caught up. But turns out the weather was actually worse tonight in Springdale. So can't do that. We've already been told that school will be completely virtual tomorrow. So with online classes and what have you, along with good old homework. Snow days are a thing of the past, like you and I remember them. You know, when you had a snow day when you were a kid, it was like, oh, hell yeah. I can do whatever I want. No homework. None of that shit. And guess what? That's changed. It's not a thing anymore. That sucks for kids. Some of my best memories are snow days. Not having to worry about work. It's not like they give you a whole workload. You know, it's really not that difficult. I've got a first grader and a fourth grader, so it's not like it's really difficult. It doesn't take up the entire day, but it can be a little bit. So I kind of feel for the younglings, but they don't know, you know. We know. Parents who grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know. So, all right, what a game tonight. Holy crap, the Razorbacks scored their season high 99 points. Second highest was against UCA inside Bud Walton, where they scored 97. What a game for, like, several players, not just one guy, two guys. Like, you could argue you had several guys tonight kicking some ass and taking some names. It was a fun evening. If you're a Razorback fan, not so much if you're one of the 15 people watching that game in person in Georgia. You know, if you were there, it's pretty funny. The broadcasts have gotten a little bit ridiculous. Jimmy Dykes, who apparently, I said it in Discord and I'll say it again, the guy must have Cox internet or something. Like a piece of string with a foam cup on each end. That's his internet, I guess. And he said the only times he has these issues are when he does the Arkansas games. I have an idea. Why not go to the games? Why not just go and be there and you won't have these issues, right? It's, you know, and I don't want to go into it. We want to talk about the game. I know. I just feel like the excitement from the announcers is just not there. Unless they're there in person and they're feeling that energy. And then you have these kinds of issues, right? I get it, man. It's good for them to be able to hang out with their families more. I'm sure it's a daunting thing to have to travel all around the country, especially when you're working for someone like ESPN where you're covering a lot of different teams and conferences and what have you. But it just kind of feels like a guy in his bedroom. It'd be like me just covering the game. Oh, look at that. Amude knocked down another 3. All right, good job, Amude. versus when they're actually there, and it just seems like it's a lot more exciting. So, do me a favor. If you're watching, please subscribe. If you haven't already, check out all the links provided for you down below in the description box. Shout out to the Patreon supporters. And I do appreciate you guys. A bit of an announcement. We have our very first administrator of the Discord. He goes by the name of Hog Mike. You may know I used to call him Eagle Mike, but I'm just going to call him whatever his Discord name is. Or what we know him as in our live chat, which is, I'm pretty sure he still goes by Eagle. I think that's his username on YouTube here. So shout out to him. He's been helping out a ton with this stuff. I have not had time to go through. I know several of you guys have been hitting me up in the private messages. I hate saying DMs. That just sounds so cheesy now. I say it so much, but I promise at some point this week I'm gonna get back to you guys. Of course, a shout out to Direct Service Overhead, the Garage Door Company, the official sponsor of the Big Troll Network YouTube channel. If you need to repair or replace your garage door, give them a call. Their link is provided for you down below in the description box. Same-day services, they offer that. They have emergency service 24/7, 365 days a week, or year, sorry. Free estimates, quality parts, affordable outcomes, hundreds of 5-star reviews, better than best results. These guys kick a lot of ass. That's not their slogan. That's my slogan. They kick a lot of ass. So go give them a call. If you listen, you might want to think about your garage. You know, mine doesn't shut fully. I've told you guys this before. So that cold air just comes through. I just need to quit messing around and give him a call. I don't know who got the closest with the game day projection, the score here. I said 82-70. And Queese or Keese, I'm not sure how he's been around for a minute. I never say his name out loud, so I'm not really sure. But he guessed 90-72 was his pick. We had someone go over the Century mark, but they were pretty. I mean, look, Mike and them had him at 101-78. Not bad. John Pigsui, 83-67. Randall Cade, 74-66. What a game. I mean, I think. Look, I get it. I know what someone's gonna say. Ty, this is Georgia. They're probably the worst amongst the worst. They're not a good Power 5 basketball squad. I get it. Defensively, they're bad, but what they can do is they can play at a fast pace, and they can rack up points pretty quickly. You saw that right out the gate. They started 5 for 5 shooting at 3-point range. 5 for 5, which really shouldn't surprise anybody. At least two of those were wide open. They did get some more wide open shots. I think mostly their defense, Arkansas's defense in the first half was, I don't know. They looked a little bit taken back by what they were seeing from Georgia, but really what Georgia was doing is what they've done all year, or what they want to try to do. And I've watched them play a little bit, I've not been impressed with them at all. And typically when I'm watching them, it's not to watch them play, it's to watch them whoever they play against. But Georgia just, it was a combination of a lot of different things. Nobody was missing. Both teams were shooting ridiculously from the floor. Then they would end up, in the first half, like 7 of 8 outside or something, or 7 of 9. It's like, that's not something they do. Georgia's not an elite 3-point shooting team. They're about a 32% team from outside. They typically only knock down about 5 or 6 threes a game. Their game is definitely trying to drive, get some shots inside, get some looks, and get to the free throw line. They're an extremely efficient team at the free throw line. They struggled in the second half. I think they scored, how many points they scored in the second half? I don't even think they got 20 points in the second half. It was just nothing was going down. It looked a little bit like what we've seen out of them this year in the second half. The first half, they just got off to a really quick start. Arkansas just kind of looked like deer in headlights. Jalen got 2 fouls early. You knew that's not how Pittman operates. You get 2 fouls, you're gone. You're not coming back until the second half. We've seen him do that with J.D. Note. We've seen them do that when Likes was on fire. Well, I shouldn't say on fire. When Likes was doing particularly well in the first 9 games, there was a game where I think he had like 2 fouls and we didn't see him again. So it doesn't really matter if you're hot on the floor or not. You get 2 fouls, you're off. So you saw how easy it was for Georgia down the perimeter, trying to get around the iron. I don't know. They failed finishing at the rim two or three times tonight. I thought it was kind of reminiscent of Arkansas in 2019. Guys like Ethan Henderson and you name anybody, they just struggled finishing at the rim. They just could not figure it out. That's what Georgia looked like a little bit tonight. A wide open dunk. The guy got rejected by the rim. That was great. That needs to be a GIF. I'll tell you that much. Ty Likes, heard you talking about him, I think. Yeah, no, look, I'm going to criticize a player when he's due the criticism, right? I'm going to go at him. I'm going to say, like, look, what the hell was that? That's what I'm going to do. If he plays great, hey, wow, thank you. Where has that been? I do think it had more to do with the opponent, but you got to give Likes the credit. This game, the pace, what they had to offer on the floor, they don't have the depth or the quality of depth that Arkansas has. This just felt like a game where, yeah, I think Likes could buy himself 10 minutes on the floor tonight. And I did not expect him to blow up like he did. He looked like a field general out there, or court general, I should say. He saw the entire floor. Look at the difference this team is when guys are kicking the ball around when they drive the lane. I get that his game is like, I'm going to try and draw a foul. Or maybe I'm going to luck out and make the shot, grab an and one while I'm at it. But they're just so much more efficient when guys like him and J-Dub are moving the ball around. How many assists did he have before he hit the bench? Like 5 assists? And he did it without, like it was a boom right there. There's the decision. He's driving the lane, he kicks it out. Or he gets stuck around the post, he kicks the ball around. He sees the open man outside, he kicks it out. 3, drains it. Amude, I think it was Amude. I'm pretty sure it was Amude. I mean, Amude was balling tonight too. This is what this team they should be something close to this on offense. Now, defensively, again, they were really bad in the first half. I won't say really bad. It was a combination of giving up some open looks, getting some, Georgia not really, I mean, a lot of their shots were contested, but there were still some open looks, whether it was in the, around the post or around out in the perimeter. But the second half, you saw them clinch down, played much better. Arkansas just did what they thought. I thought they would score. I knew it would be one of their highest scoring games in the SEC, in SEC play. I did not imagine it would be their highest scoring game of the year. And the fact that happened in conference play, I get it. Georgia's bad, okay? I would argue they're worse than about 50% of the non-con games you've played this year. They're really bad. But the fact that you did that in conference play on the road, there it was a 7 p.m. tip-off. Here it was a 6 p.m. But still, I don't know how many fans were at that game. I know there wasn't a lot. It wasn't like it was a hostile environment, but it still shows you this team is capable of putting up some 80-plus points. I think they could be in that category in SEC play outside of maybe 2 or 3 teams within the league. I really impressed. No, really impressed. Likes. I'm glad he had the night that he had, man. And I have been hard on him. But look, like I said, if you do something well enough where I'm not going to criticize you and then I'm going to give you, a fist bump to a fist bump and a high five to one of those awkward hugs after the fist bump, I'll do it. That's what I'm doing tonight. I'm giving him the hug after I'm doing that awkward ass out fist bump hug thing. That's what tonight is for Chris Likes. What a game for him, man. And Amude, career high or season high with the Razorbacks, just special. I really want that Vandy game back now. Yeah, me and you both. Justin Kipper says Likes has a place on this team. It's up to both Likes and Musselman to know that place. I think Musselman has been right in the last several games. Well, I would argue most of the SEC play with Likes. I think he's been right. He didn't earn the minutes on the floor. He didn't earn the minutes on the floor until recently. This last game that he was in, I thought, you know what, considering he didn't have a ton of minutes on the floor, he earned the minutes, and then here we are tonight. How many do you think now we're going to see more of him? Is he kind of bouncing back? I felt like all along, the dude is capable of great play on the floor. He's just got to learn to kick the ball around a little bit more, man. And I thought he had a beautiful, how many threes did he have tonight? He had at least one. I think he knocked down 1 3. Am I wrong on that? Am I wrong in my thinking there? Did Likes have yeah, he's 1 for 4. But yeah, Fishman with a $5 super chat. Yo, Ty Woo Pig. Best shooting so far. Amazing when shots fall. Everything else looks better. Go Hogs. I couldn't agree more, Fish. According to composite rankings, Hogs are 13th. Yep. It's almost like someone's been telling you since December, Rouser is not signing. And here we are. People act surprised, but I've been saying this. He's not signing. Now, I don't know. You know, obviously he didn't go to a, well, you saw, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's a hit, man. But there's a reason why he's not signing, I think. I'm not going to say that all the rumors of what happened off the field are true. Again, remember, he's a minor. You're not going to find him in a police report, I guess, until, like, if he has to go to court, that might change. I'm not really sure. I don't know how the law works from that perspective, assuming he even has trouble with the law to begin with. I don't know. But, clearly you kind of see, like, all right, I get it now. Rouser signed with such a powerhouse program. Again, you've got to realize there's a lot more going on here. It's not that someone asked me, was he just overrated? It has nothing to do with that. I'm telling you right now. I don't know that it's grades or something else, but it's not a matter of Arkansas backing off because he's not a good player. I think there's a little more there, too. Could it be something similar to you remember what happened with Tykees Crawford, highly rated 4-star tackle? He had to go to Charlotte for a year. Then he stuck with his he ended up recommitting with Arkansas and then signing. Every single transfer that Georgia lost is making major impacts on their new teams. If Chris learn from tonight's game, he will catch fire. Yeah, I think so. That had to be a money grab. If you're talking about Rouser, I mean, I wouldn't throw NIL off the table, but I'm telling you, he wanted to be a Razorback. Okay, he's not now. Take that for however you want to take that, but Arkansas was not the only school that had a P5 school with an offer on the table. I don't think that this was like some school offered him a whole bunch of money and then he ran off to this. I don't think that was it at all, especially after this NIL stuff happening within the state. If Devo and Likes get to going, we will be a dangerous team. If Devo gets it figured out on both ends of the floor, oh boy. It just changes the entire dynamics. Is Arkansas trying to get back to Fayetteville tonight? That's a really good question. I don't know, man. They may have to stay in down in Athens for a minute. I had my fingers crossed that Devo was going to start off this game once we got a big lead. Hello, Tyler. Hello, John. I knew you were going to do that. Man. It's not here where that bothers, or where I shouldn't even say it bothers me. When you have someone, a big fella, come up to you and say, "Hi, Tyler 83." That's when I decided, all right, I'm not going by that anymore. I'm just going to go by Ty. Just call me Ty. Campbell acting like they flipped him after, and no, they did not flip him. I could promise you that, man. I could promise you that. There's just, yeah. Rouser shows on 247 to be committed to Campbell. I don't know anything about their baseball, Kelly. There's different. If it is a grades issue, that could make sense because FCS and FBS have, assuming that's what I don't really know, they have different standards to get into those schools grades-wise. It gets kind of funky at that point. Christian Johnson says this team is finally putting it together. Almost got me thinking they could make a Sweet 16 run if they keep it up. Yeah, like I told you guys last week, I've got them back in the tournament. Now it's like from this point on, it's about seeding. All of a sudden, that LSU dub doesn't look so hot. They're not doing well. I think there's an argument to be made. Why the hell were they ranked as long as they were, at least within this losing streak they've been on? And I think that's a good argument to make. I don't know. I don't know what. So Arkansas did not. No, they didn't sign anybody. Nope. It's not crazy. They just. I think they were holding out hope for the Rouser situation, even though they were backing off. As I understand it, they did not actively pursue anyone up until, there's a time frame there, and they just didn't. They've kind of moved on. Like, they're going into the 2023 class. It doesn't mean they won't fill that spot. They still can. The actual signing period, what's funny about that is even though it starts today, or it was today, it doesn't mean that it ends today. I don't know when someone brought it up here in our live chat. I don't know when the actual, the final day for the deadline for a player, for a prospect in that given class. I want to say it's like June they have until to fill that spot. So they very well could. They may wait. They may hold on to it. I don't know. When is Eric Musselman getting a bonus? I'm thinking he's going to Louisville, says David Bearden. I think you're going to hear a lot of Louisville people talking about that. I think you're going to get a lot of Louisville media people talking about the possibility of going after Muss. I'm going to tell you right now, that would be a battle that Hunter Yurachek would not take lightly. I believe it was April 15th. That could be right. It might be. It might be something like that. Like, they don't have the entire, they can't wait until August, right, to sign. Like, they have to be, there's a time frame there. Ash says, tonight shows what this team could be when they are knocking down shots. Only thing is Amude just caught fire. Amude is capable of this. I think we know that when he came here, we knew that this is what this cat can do. Again, I know. Okay? I get it. Georgia's not good. They're 1-7 in conference play. I understand that. But what they did tonight, it just kind of piles on. It shows like Arkansas is capable of lighting it up. Hell, they made some contested shots tonight, okay? All right? JD Note tonight, 23 points. He did turn the ball over once again 5 times. I mean, here he is. I love JD Note, man. But this is if he could cut his turnovers in half, I mean, oh my gosh. And he damn near had a double-double tonight. He had 9 rebounds, 23 points. That's kind of overlooked because of Amude. Amude, again, 31 points, just on fire. In the first half, I gave the first half MVP to Likes. The game MVP definitely goes to Amude. You don't knock down 31 points, get a couple steals, couple blocks. I know 4 rebounds isn't on fire, but that's, look, that's the third most of your starting 5. 4 assists. Amude just could not miss. He was 6 of 8 outside. Are you kidding me? 6 of 8 tonight outside. No one Who was the last guy to do that? He's currently, I don't know where he is. Where's Joe now? Is he in G League somewhere? The last guy to shoot that well outside, that's ridiculous. And JD Note shot 4 of 7. They shot almost 54% outside. That's a season high within conference play. 15, and it's not like they just took 15 shots. They took almost 30 shots. 15 of 28. Almost 54%. They shot 56% from the overall field goal shooting there. They didn't make it to the line a lot. And that was something else I saw on Twitter. Who was it? Was it an LSU fan? I don't remember. Someone got in on one of those threads and was like, well, Arkansas has to get it like a big chunk of their points from the free throw line. That's it. They just get all these bullshit calls. That's why they're so good, or why they appear to be good, I think is what he said. They have to rely on free throw. And like, he made a pretty plausible argument, right? And then he deleted his comment because it looked like he started to get piled on. I don't know if anyone saw that or not. I was really waiting to get that for that kid to get ratioed. But look at what they did tonight. They're 4 of 7 from the line. 4 of 7. Meanwhile, Georgia was 17 of 26. I'll tell you, too, I thought officiating, even though Arkansas didn't, they probably should have gotten some calls. I mean, that's going to be every game. I thought the officiating was it's pretty decent tonight. I think it's probably one of the better officiated games. I'm not saying that because Arkansas destroyed the Bulldogs on the road. I'm saying that because it felt like the flow of the game was actually fun. They weren't calling, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm sure, early on, there might have been a couple of just, oh, come on, ref, what are you doing? But then as the game went on, like the flow of the game, and again, when you let these teams play ball, Arkansas is capable of just going off, man. These other teams need Arkansas to be slowed down with foul calls on either end of the floor. That's what they need, although Arkansas is pretty efficient at the free throw line. They went deep into their bench tonight. I mean, Arbogast got to play. Chance Moore, I just saw that. Chance Moore got to play tonight. KK, Kamani, who got 4 points, who's the second leading scorer off the bench. Likes tonight was spectacular. 9 points, 7 assists. I thought he had 5 steals. He had 4. He only turned the ball over once. I was just so impressed with Likes in that first half. I thought he's why you put up 50 in the first half. Like he actually had a positive impact for the Razorbacks on the offensive end of the floor. We have not been able to say that in a while here. Oh, Joe Burrow's back, super chat. I don't know why. So I'm not getting alerts anymore. That's why I'm missing these super chats. I apologize for that. I see you have removed your Aaron Donald jersey from the background, making room for a Bengals jersey. If so, good choice. No, I accidentally knocked it down. And so then I didn't want to – I just was like, all right, nope, I'm just going to put it up. And my kids are in here now because of homeschooling today and then tomorrow, so I just thought we better take it out. That's my Aaron Donald jersey. I've only ever worn it once, and I wore it that one time they lost. And so when I don't wear it, but I put it out on display, they were undefeated, by the way, in here. So I may just put it back up. They're 3-0 in the playoffs. Woo gosh darn pigs, says Lone Sportsman Outfitters. That's right. Jenna Mays, hello. Oh. Trying to scroll up here. Lance Marie says, Hawk fans don't get too hyped. We don't get too hyped. We look great right now, but we fixing to run the gauntlet. The true test is coming. Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, but I do think there's something to be excited about based on what we've seen lately. The caliber of ball they've played lately, just great. Drop Ty a like. That's right. Drop a like if you haven't already. Check out all the links provided for you down below in the description box. I've got people DMing me here. Don't miss that super chat. Did I miss one, Kelly? I thought I got them both. Yeah, I got them both. I don't get notifications for super chats anymore, so that's going to make things interesting. What is that not Lance Marie? Yeah, I call you Kelly Marie. Oh yeah, the last name. Yeah, right. You liked what I did there? I wasn't sure anyone would catch that. Thanks, bro. Wasn't expecting that shout out. I got you. Talk forever. Ties. Stun the like. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much. You guys be careful out there. The weather is ridiculous. Lance knows I love him. Is he still in our Discord or did he bounce again? Bengals 27, Rams 30. I'd take that score. This guy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was really impressed. And I agree, too. I think if you get this kind of performance off the bench from Likes, listen, let's just say Devo stays the way. I mean, we're well into the season, and Devo hasn't really improved. Maybe he turns it on. Maybe he turns it on in postseason once the Razorbacks get to the NCAA tournament. I'm talking about the tournament that matters, of course. What do you guys think, man? Georgia, who shot, again, they were on fire in the first bit of this. They were on fire. They started off 5 of 6. What was it? Like they shot 60 or 70% or whatever in the first half. I mean, it was just kind of ridiculous. Oh, you messaged me about Joe Burrow. Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Kelly, for that. Kelly's on it. She's making sure. She's like, Ty, you better stick with it. Hey, Ty, I asked for a blowout, and a blowout it was, says Hog Dog in our Discord. Hey, if you guys aren't in our Discord, you need to be there. A lot of fun. It's been blowing up lately. Let me paste that bad boy right there for you. Right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Saturday Down South, this is coming from Tony Brown. Saturday Down South has an article talking about how Arkansas tends to have a quiet national signing day. Why is that? Where are my glasses at? Who do we always do our work? I don't know what you're asking, Tony. Are you asking like why there's not more like publicity around the guys that signed, or are you just talking about like their like signing day not making any big splash, like getting anybody on signing day? Because remember, the new signing day is mid-December, which this year was the 15th, if I remember right. It was the 15th, right? 13th or 15th, something like that. And they have like 3 days to sign. That's now the first signing period. That's if you're asking like if you're trying to ask like what happened to today, it's because you filled up your class in December. There was no room. Well, I think they could have added one, obviously without Miles Rouser. And again, I want to make it perfectly clear: Rouser not going to any of the P5 schools, going to any of the ranked teams that offered him. It's not his talent level. I'm just going to tell you that, okay? It's not that. I got Discord just to be on the PTN. That's my only one, and it's worth it. Hey, I appreciate that, Mike. Unfortunately for Rams, oh, here we go. Unfortunately for Rams fans, the Bengals will win. It has been written. You know, the more I think about it, the more I think the Rams, I think they're just going to elbow drop the Bengals. I'm just telling you, when the Rams are at their best is when Stafford isn't turning the ball over, and in 3 games he had 1 turnover, and it wasn't even on him. Yeah, or 1 interception. That offense is humming. I think they're going to get Tyler Higbee back, which is going to be huge. I'm starting to wonder if the Rams just don't run the Bengals off. And this is like when the Niners played the Chargers in when was that? 96 in the Super Bowl. I'm starting to wonder if that's what we're going to see. Just too much experience. You got guys that have been here before with the Rams. Bengals don't know what the hell a Super Bowl is. What is this? Where are we? No. I think the Rams, I'm starting to feel it. I think the Rams are going to elbow drop the Bengals. I think they're going to give them a stunner. I'm just saying. That's not that's not me being biased at all. Was it 94? It was mid-90s. I remember that, thinking the Chargers were gonna make it a game, and then, oh my God, the Niners just crushed them. Hope the Rams beat their ass. LSU fans make it impossible to like Joe Burrow. That's what I'm saying. Why are you guys all about? Look, I like his swagger. Okay, smoking the cigar, being cool. You know, great. I smoke cigars too. Congrats, Burrow. You've made it look cool. But all these Hog fans like, oh, I love Burrow. Don't forget, man, he's a corn dog. He's an LSU corn dog. Y'all are killing me with this Joe Burrow worship. Meanwhile, you got Stafford, who's never played in a playoff game in his long-ass NFL career, and he's 3-0 with 1 pick. Aaron Donald. How do you not love Aaron Donald? Okay. Only reason why I'd be happy, I wouldn't be happy if the Bengals won, but I'd be excited for Brandon Allen. That'd be pretty cool. It's so hard to hate him, Ty. I don't know why. I hate the fact you played for LSU. You guys out here worshiping the ground. Oh, how do you not love Cincinnati? That Miles Rouser scholarship can get us another transfer. There you go, Kel. That's right, corn dog. You guys out here rooting for. Not that the Rams have anybody on their roster that played for a rival. Von Miller. No, to be real though, I mean Joe Burrow, I kind of like the guy, right? But I'm not like, oh, you know what I mean? Like this worship. Get out of here with that. What's up, Bradley Caldwell? How you doing, man? Because Joe Burrow is a badass. All right, Peter. He got you with the when they won the Natty at LSU and he's smoking the cigar. That's what it was. OBJ, yeah, OBJ. That's true. Aaron Donald does some shady stuff after the whistle, though. Are you serious? Did you watch the 49ers game? Did you see when a Niner ran up behind Stafford and smacked him? Like, get out of here with that. Kansas City and Dallas fan? You like the Chiefs and the Cowboys? Is that allowed? Can you do that? Kind of wanted San Fran and Cincy to have the worst Super Bowl ever. Is Vanover still down? I don't know what's going on with Vanover. I don't know. Joe Burrow says, I can hear you. We will not be elbow dropped. We have done away with the Titans and Chiefs. The Rams will be next. Bring it. I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling an ass whooping coming. Your offensive line, ooh. Against Aaron Donald and Von Miller. Oh, I don't know, man. We'll see. Stafford needs this more. Yeah, Burrow's got 20 years left to play. Stafford's on his way out. Tennessee Titans are going all the way next year. I don't know how often I hear that. That's got to be the most common thing I've ever heard in my life between that or the Cowboys. And I like the Titans more than the Cowboys, but I just hear that all the time. Back it up. Get there. Jets still the best team in the NFL. Prove me wrong. All right. So, back to Razorback basketball. They do have a tough stretch coming up. It is about to get tougher. This is that part when I told you guys you got to win in January because February gets tough. Mississippi State is a tough matchup for the Hawks. But I think the Razorbacks, I like them there. Don't do that. There we go. Okay. I like them there. I do like them to take that one. And then you got Auburn. Undefeated in conference play, Auburn, number 1 in the country. The Razorbacks, I thought if they went undefeated by the time they played them, they might be ranked. I don't know. That may not be the case. And here we are talking about sending 7 teams to the SEC. But how many teams in this conference are ranked right now? LSU's not going to be ranked. Did they drop yet from their ranking? I haven't looked. But Auburn's 9-0 in conference play. Kentucky's 7-2. I tell you, they've figured it out. Kentucky, I kind of feel like if anyone goes deep in the tournament between Auburn, Kentucky, and Arkansas, I'm kind of starting to wonder if it's not Kentucky. I know things have been shaky off and on for them, but still, they've been pretty impressive. And Tennessee's not far behind. They're also 6-3 in conference play, along with the Razorbacks. Mississippi State's 5-3 in conference play, and LSU, they're hurting you. I mean, you need them, and I hate to say it, the only time you want to root for the Tigers, is right now. If you don't understand, I saw someone on Twitter talking about why would we root for this conference. What the hell are you talking about? You have to root for the conference. That's why that SEC Big 12 matchup was kind of important. Not like it had a massive impact, but it was a little important. Had a little bit of an impact when you talk about selection and who all gets in and the faith that people have within each conference or for each conference. No, you need the teams that you beat on the road that were ranked once upon a time ago to win, not lose. That's the way this works. So Auburn after Mississippi State on the 8th. At Alabama and at Mizzou. Then you come back home against Tennessee. Then you're back on the road against Florida. Then you host Kentucky. You host LSU. Yeah, they still have LSU at 25th. No, that ain't going to happen. And then back on the road at Tennessee. This is it, man. You're riding a pretty nice win streak here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You beat Mississippi State. That's 8. I don't know if you're ranked after beating Mississippi State or not. Whatever. The point is, also, this is an interesting conversation too. Should if Arkansas, and listen, man, you got to. I hate jumping ahead. I'm not going to sit here and assume Arkansas beats Auburn. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Auburn is damn good. Bruce Pearl, I mean, this is probably one of the best teams he's ever coached. I think their own media will tell you that. Of course they will. But do you rush the court? Now, that's been talked about by some students on Twitter. It's a weird, like, I get it. You know, the argument is where the kids in school that are, kids in their late 20s don't know what it's like to win at a high level. Outside of last year, I get it. But you know what I mean? At the level that Nolan had these guys rolling at, you can probably hear our pup. Sorry about that. She's loud when she plays. I don't know if they should or not. Me personally, it's like Auburn is Auburn. Even though I know they're number one, I don't. But it's number one in the country. I don't know where I'm at with that. I say whatever. If the kids want to do it, do it. Would I do it? No. You know, someone said people who don't want to storm the court are the same people that yell at fans at the games to sit down. Maybe it is the old heads. Maybe it is some people in there they're older than me that grumpy. You know, it is going to be a weeknight game. If you do manage to beat Auburn, I understand the want to. I just wouldn't. I don't know that anyone should. As a program, I don't care about their rank. As a program, Arkansas should be looking down at Auburn. But, I mean, when was the last time Arkansas was ranked number one in the country, right? So I'm going to have to stay neutral on this one. I get people wanting to. It's the number one team in the country. I really don't remember the last time they beat, as an unranked team, whether that matters or not. I don't remember the last time they beat a number one. Who was the last? They have beaten a number one in Bud Walton, but has it been a while? No. Has it been since the Barnhill days? Surely not. Did they beat Kentucky? All right, someone's going to have to help me out with that one. And I agree, Patrick. One game at a time. Like I said, I'm not assuming that Arkansas gets by Auburn, if you heard me. That's what I said. In that scenario, if you were to beat Auburn, I'm neutral on that one. We're going to rush the court if Auburn number one, maybe even if they ain't. Now, if they're not number one, you definitely don't do it. Hell no. No. You do not storm the court if they're not number one in the country. Just don't see it. No. 100, Auburn is Auburn. 84, so that was in, really? Pine Bluff? Was that the last time? Really? God, it doesn't seem like that should be possible. All the good games, all the matchups you've had with like Tennessee when they were on their run, Kentucky, Florida, that just doesn't seem – that's wild. UNLV 99-1 was the last Arkansas – last time they played number one. Kentucky wasn't number one when we beat them. Right. Well, I'm not – I thought there was maybe in the 90s, maybe I thought they were number one and Arkansas beat them. Do you think do you think that we still control our own destiny? Well, yeah. Of course you do. I mean, you're sitting at 17-5. You're third in the SEC. The projection is, according to Lunardi, you're looking at 7 teams getting in. Right? 7 teams getting in. Now, if Lunardi says that, maybe if that is the case, then yeah, you're in control. You got it. Mississippi State feels like despite this run that you're on, it's a game you cannot lose because it's one of those JIC things, right? You're trying to get to 22. You're trying to get to 22 wins. I think that's kind of the highlighted where you feel like you ought to be to be an automatic in. And I feel like 22 might be the number. So 18, 19, 20, 21. So 5 more wins. Yeah. 5 more wins. I had to use my but so do you have 5 wins? Mississippi State, Auburn, at Alabama, at Mizzou, at home against top 25 Tennessee. Whether or not Tennessee will still be there, I think they probably will. At Florida, a place you've struggled. I get Florida's not killing it right now, but you have struggled down at Florida playing at their place. You host what I think could be a top 3 team in college basketball right now in Kentucky. What they did to Kansas, like, what? I think there's a legitimate argument they might even be the second highest team in college basketball behind Auburn. And then you're at home against LSU, who's not playing great right now, and then you're on the road to finish this thing out at Tennessee. Do you see 5 wins there? Maybe 21 gets you in. Now, 2, like, you want more than 22, right? We got to start thinking about seeding. I think that's where you're at right now. I think right now you need to be focused on seeding. You need to come away with more than 5 wins. And out of what you have left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, you have some opportunities here. Mizzou's still Mizzou. I'm not that impressed with them. I know they've kind of turned it up a little bit lately. Have you guys been keeping up with South Carolina? I mean, South Carolina looks like they're trying to turn this thing around. I know they lost, but they had 3 straight, none of them great opponents. But I would argue winning at A&M, pretty impressive. They won 74-63. Keep an eye on them. They play Tennessee on Saturday. You'd love for them to go on a run. That can only help Arkansas. So, yeah, I think, you want 5. You want to just be in, right? That's nice. 2 straight years of getting in, but then you got to start talking about seeding. So, like you said, Ty, it's about matchups. It is. Kelly. They did. They beat the crap out of KU, and I thought, I mean, look, I don't know, maybe KU's overrated. That could always be the case. People giving them the benefit of the doubt because they're in the Big 12, but that was something else. Arky is going to the tournament with the de-stressor emoji. I don't know. Okay, Michael. I think we need to take it 1 week at a time. Can't be stressing. Well, right, but part of what I do here, Edward, is we also want to look at the big picture. That's something I'm asked often, so I'm going to address it, right? And so, I think you've got to find yourself. You got to be at 22. I feel like that's where you want to be, and that's where you should be. When is Pittman's next presser? You know what? I have no idea. It's got to be coming up because spring camp will be here before you know it. So, all right. Well, wish me luck tomorrow. Going to be homeschooling day 2, so that'll be fun. Friday, I may try to get Stephen Hamner on if I'm available. If I'm able to stream Saturday, what I may do if we're homeschooling again on Friday, which could be the case. I don't know what the weather looks like beyond like tomorrow morning, but it's likely we could be home again for Friday, so that means I probably won't be available to stream during the day. Maybe we'll stream that night, and we'll kind of get ready for your next matchup against Mississippi State. Maybe I can get Stephen Hamner on from QB Spotlight, talk with him a little bit just about KJ and, the offense moving forward without Treylon Burks, without Treylon Smith. Try to get his idea and pick his brain a little bit about what he likes and maybe doesn't like and kind of the things he wants to see in 2022 from Kendall Briles and the Razorback offense and KJ Jefferson. I think that'd be neat if we could work out we've always got a scheduling conflict, but maybe this Friday we can work something out. I think that'd be pretty cool. So this team has to take it 1 game at a time. I agree. Fans and media don't. There you go. Kelly just killed it. I get asked the big picture. I got to answer it, right? People ask me what it looks like. What are we in control of our own destiny? And that's a good question. And I think that came from Tony. again, what a game. Offensively, fantastic. I love the way they turned it around on defense. The steals. Georgia's a little prone to turning the ball over a little bit. Arkansas did a great job. Really impressed with how they got it done tonight. And I would love to see them continue this trend on the offensive end. And I loved, look, they still had 13 turnovers, but you had a plus. Listen, this is pretty big. I think it's the biggest in conference play yet. The turnover to assist ratio was 23 assists to 13 turnovers. That's plus 10 in the assist category. And look at the scoreboard. Look what you did. Look at how you adjusted. You didn't have to make any real adjustments on offense, on the offensive end of the floor, but they made some adjustments on the defensive end of the floor. Really impressed with what these guys did tonight. So, tip of the cap. Hopefully we see more of that. If they play anything close to like they did tonight the rest of the year, guys, yeah, they'll be ranked. They'll definitely be ranked, and they'll be for sure in. But that's a big if, because what they did tonight we haven't really seen a whole lot of throughout the season. So, Kelly reminds me, Tony scored his 1,000th point tonight. Yeah, I thought I saw that on Twitter, and I forgot to bring it up. Thank you, Kelly. So congrats to Tony. Tony. Woo Pig, I'll see you guys hopefully on Friday. Maybe not 11 a.m., maybe later in the day. One way or another, I'm going to try to get to you. Also, assuming we have power. All right, Woo Pig, I'll see you guys around.